Paris Geller. We know her, we love her.
Is it raining?
No, it's National Baptism Day. Tie your tubes, idiots.
She's a complex and multifaceted character in Gilmore Girls, and I'll be analyzing several psychological factors that contribute to her personality and behavior.
Well, what do you want? Fluoxetine? Protriptyline? I have others floating around the bottom of my purse. I have no idea what they are, but just popping a few can't hurt.
My name's Heather. I'm a registered professional counselor, and I analyze characters and scenes from Gilmore Girls. Before I dive in deeper, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more Gilmore Girls analysis videos. Paris is an only child and is often ignored by her wealthy parents. Paris's mother made a single appearance in Gilmore Girls.
You can't just leave now.
Paris, please.
At least come to my lit class.
We see that Paris is trying to connect with her mom, but is met with belittlement and rejection.
Use that cover stick I got you.
Paris made it clear on multiple occasions that her mother and father were both cold, distant, and largely uninterested in her life.
I did tell my mother about having sex with Jamie, and her only reaction was to talk about how my father hasn't pleased her in 15 years.
Paris feels rejected and wonders if her parents truly care for her.
Wonder if I was missing if my mom would come looking for me like that.
Paris, you know she would.
Yeah, or at least she'd send somebody.
As a result, Paris has an anxious, avoidant attachment style, which is evident in her difficulty in forming close, interesting relationships with others.
It's about making enemies where you should have made friends.
How did I make you my enemy?
Oh, I think you know.
Paris is a perfectionist, which is evident in her academic and professional pursuits.
I want to win, and I'm going to win.
Paris is highly driven and motivated to succeed, but this can also lead to her being highly critical of herself and others.
I come from the big city where money talks, and I'm paying good money for this place, and I have a schedule to keep.
Be careful, darling, or your face is going to freeze like that.
She has a deep sense of insecurity and wants to be seen as perfect and intelligent because those are the only aspects people seem to value about her.
Everyone in the whole school hates me. Oh, yeah, they think I'm the best for the job, but they don't want to go to the mall with me, so they won't vote for me, and that means I'm going to lose.
She feels the need to be perfect in order to gain acceptance from others and fears that people will abandon her if she falls short of that.
They had to really not like me for me not to get in. It's like they know me or something. Stop.
She carries the heavy burden and expectation from her family that she must attend Harvard like the rest of them.
10 generations of Gellers have gone to Harvard. I have to go to Harvard.
And this has put a lot of pressure on her to succeed academically from an early age.
I've been a camp counselor. I organized a senior illiteracy program. I worked a suicide hotline. I manned a runaway center. I've adopted dolphins, taught sign language.
When she doesn't get into Harvard, she is worried about how her family will react and fears her boyfriend Jamie will dump her.
What if he doesn't love me anymore? What if he doesn't think I'm special anymore? How am I going to tell him I didn't get into Harvard?
Both of these concerns are rooted in the fear that people will reject her. With these high pressures and academic pursuits as a child, she misses out on being a child.
When did you have time to have a life? I'll have a life after I graduate from Harvard.
This may also impact her anxiety around social situations and her ability to relate to others.
I am not cut out to deal with people. I was made to be in a lab or an operating room or a bunker somewhere with a well-behaved monkey by my side.
Rejection is painful for people who are anxiously attached because it confirms doubts about their self-worth and robs them of the feeling of security that others would provide them with.
I'm actually heading with my group back to our house, so I really can't.
Oh. Okay, whatever. If you don't want to celebrate with me, that's just fine.
Deep down, Paris wants to be accepted and to feel like she belongs. We see this during times when Rory would invite her to events.
Well, I was just thinking maybe you want to stay for dinner.
Here?
Yeah.
But in other social situations, she feels pressure to belong as a way to gain acceptance from her family.
I have to get into that group. I just have to. My family's name and reputation, not to mention my entire future, all depend on me getting into that group.
Paris loves to be in control of her surroundings and the people in her life.
You're the green marker. Green was a random choice, not a subtle comment about how inexperienced you are with real-life matters. Then again, maybe it was.
She often struggles to delegate tasks or trust others to do things her way. This need for control can make her appear bossy or domineering to others, which can put a strain on her relationships.
Anyway, population control has been dramatically successful in most European countries to the detriment of some, especially Italy, which is experiencing a marked
Do you
drop.
think this has anything to do?
Whoa, just let me finish my thought here.
But Paris...
Please!
She may be using control as a way to manage her anxiety, but also because she has a hard time trusting others in general.
I can do it alone. I've been doing it alone for months. No man is an island, but this woman is.
Anxiously avoidant individuals tend to focus on potential relational threats and any indication of rejection or betrayal. This is most noticeable with her friendship with Rory.
You told her about Jamie. I can't believe I ever considered you my best friend.
Paris has a hard time admitting she's wrong or even apologizing, as people who are more avoidantly attached have a hard time showing vulnerability.
That's okay.
She has a hard time trusting Rory, often jumping to conclusions and expecting Rory to betray her.
I'm not your enemy.
Oh, really? Enemies move in silence and strike when their prey is weakest. Pretty much sums you up, doesn't it, Editor Gilmore?
This type of reactivity is often a form of trauma response. Pushing people away and attacking them may be a common tactic anxiously attached people use to see if the other person cares enough to fight for them or to prove themselves to be trustworthy.
You said once that if I ever needed to talk to anyone, I could come talk to you.
Yes, I did.
Well, here I am.
Paris was mostly raised by her Portuguese nanny, and we see a glimpse of their close and warm relationship during her graduation from Chilton.
I'm Antonio Banderas.
Her nanny's presence served as a stabilizing pillar in Paris's life. She is one of the few people she trusts and relies on.
Remember my nanny? I had lost her over the summer.
I'm sorry, what happened?
She opened a pupasseria in Boise.
So she's okay.
Yeah, but I was pretty lost.
It's clear that there is a deep affection and care between Paris and her nanny.
You know Nanny. That makes me sad that you don't remember Nanny. She always liked you.
As she continues to rely on her for help, such as when she came to help Doyle when he was sick at Yale.
Doyle, relax. Nanny took care of me for years.
We see that history repeats itself as she expresses that her kids hate her and favor the nanny.
Last Christmas, they cried all morning till she came. I don't blame them. I like the nanny, too. I cry sometimes when she leaves.
Ultimately recreating the same dynamics as her childhood with her parents. Paris also felt a connection to Lorelai and looked up to her as a result of having such little maternal love in her life.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm giving you a hug.
Why?
Just give in to it, baby. Come on, you can do it. That a girl. Unclench the fist, Paris.
Every time Lorelai interacts with Paris, she is kind and welcoming and ultimately represents a stable adult figure to Paris.
Just decide whatever it is you want to do and do it.
I can try that, I guess. Thanks.
Over time, it's clear Paris has come to feel a lot of affection for Lorelai as a surrogate parent figure.
Lorelai's the only mother I ever had, except for Nanny Soledad.
Despite her tough exterior, Paris is a deeply vulnerable person who has experienced emotional pain.
His parents, not so great. We have that in common.
She often uses her wit and intelligence as a defense mechanism to protect herself from getting hurt.
I just don't see what putting my hand on your head is going to get you. I'm not a shaman, Doyle. I don't have healing powers.
She would also push people away if she senses a form of threat or feels a sense of betrayal.
I just tend to believe the worst in people, you know?
Oh, yeah. I know.
However, when she feels safe in a relationship, she opens up.
You're going to do such great things with your life, Rory.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She has a deep sense of insecurity.
Now get in the closet.
What?
If he comes in here and sees you, he won't want to date me anymore. Please? I can't risk it. At least if there's nothing to compare me to, then I've got a fighting chance. Please.
She could be incredibly caring.
You can't get up. Rory said you need complete bed rest. She trusted me with your well-being. I cannot betray that trust.
And protective of that person.
It isn't New Haven's favorite whorehound.
Is Rory here?
Yes?
Can I talk to her?
No.
Overall, Paris Geller is a complex and interesting character who embodies the range of psychological traits and challenges. Her struggles with anxious avoidant attachment, perfectionism, control issues, and desires to be accepted make her a relatable and compelling character on Gilmore Girls. What are your thoughts on Paris? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis videos of Gilmore Girls.